All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to your free live masterclass here. It is Eat Like a Boss. Now, I know I typically go live on Wednesdays to talk about whole person wellness, right? Whether it's nutrition, fitness, mindfulness, personal development, relationships, and communication. Today, specifically, we are talking about Eat Like a Boss. This is 5 eating secrets for busy high achievers who want less BS and more results. All right. Why am I doing this right now? Because y'all, starting Monday, November 18th, we are 6 weeks away from a new decade, a brand new decade, not just a new year, a new decade. Let's roar into the 2020s, guys. All right. We've been there before. You wake up on January 1st, you feel awful, right? Maybe regretful from New Year's Eve the night before. You might feel sluggish or tired. And sometimes maybe you don't feel all that bad, but you just feel the same. So, what can we do over these next 6.5 weeks to feel our best starting day one of 2020? Fancy and fierce, right? So that's what we're getting into today. This is how to eat like a boss, because I know a lot of you are full-time working peeps. You know, you're either a mom or not a mom. You're either working full-time or working part-time, but a lot of you are working. And when you think of a good boss, not every boss, but when you think of a good boss, this is somebody who makes smart decisions, they're confident, and they're consistent. And that's what we're looking to get with our eating habits. So that's what we're getting into today, all right? 5 eating secrets for busy high achievers who want less BS and more results. So when I say less BS, I mean less trends, less fads, less do this, not that, and more results, something that's going to work for you specifically based on your personality, your lifestyle, your schedule, and your goals. All right. So I am Katie Hardy. I am the owner of Whole Hardy Health LLC. I'm also the founder of 2 transformational programs, Wellness by Design and Eating Habits Mastery. So I am ready to talk with you guys today about this topic. Okay. All right. Let me see here. I'm kind of moving around to see my slides. So I'm also doing a masterclass tomorrow on a Zoom webinar conference where I'll have slides to show you guys. So I'll be talking through the slides today, and then you can actually visually see them tomorrow on the webinar. All right, guys, so you are in the right place right now if you know what's healthy and what's not, but you just can't seem to stay confident and consistent in the moment with the healthy stuff, right? Temptation comes, or you just fall off track, or you're not prepared. You're also in the right place if you work. You're busy, right? You're busy, you're either a parent or not, you are working full-time or part-time, and you want to win at both work and wellness. You are also in the right place if you want to wear whatever you want without spending 40 minutes in the closet finding out what fits. All right. So, I mean, gone are the days of Forever 21 when you were 21, right? But things that you have purchased over the past few years or even the past few months, you're here if you want to walk in that closet, grab jeans and a white t-shirt, change, and run out and do your groceries. And finally, you are in the right place if you want to show up to all of these holiday parties and events with the utmost confidence on how you look, feel, and how you eat. Because sometimes we get to parties and events and we're just filled with anxiety because we don't know if what is going to be there is something that we can eat, or if we're going to feel regretful the next day eating it. All right. So if you resonate with any of these points, welcome. You're in the right place. Okay, so here's what we're going to talk to today. I'm going to give you 3 bullet points here. So we're going to talk about, so eat like a boss. That's number 1, how to clearly identify which basic eating habits are radically holding you back from achieving your desired results so you can begin transforming those results. Okay, so we're going to get into those 5 secrets of your eating habits that are going to help you really, really lock down what those eating habits are and then transform them to get the results that you want. All right, then part 2 is think like a boss. How to properly and effectively shift your mindset to let go of fear and worry and doubt and shame and regret when it comes to eating, so you can focus on more important things in your life. So the think like a boss portion is all about not being so stressed over eating, right? Food was made to nourish us and to help us grow and live, not for us to obsess over. So this is the specific mindset portion of the training. And then finally, part 3, live like a boss, how to confidently and consistently eat in alignment with your biggest health goals without the stress, without the guilt, so you can thrive as the most vibrant version of you. Okay. So, how does all that sound? You guys still with me? All right, now this training is not for you. So you might want to click away, get back to the laundry, get back to your work lunch. If you are looking for a quick fix detox diet, that is not what this is about at all. Smart bosses don't find loopholes and quick fixes that only last a week. They want long-lasting results. This training is also not for you if you love starting a new diet every Monday and being over it by Wednesday. That doesn't seem like a great strategy, does it? This training is also not for you if you're okay with just accepting that this is who you are now and forever. So the way that you're thinking right now, the way you're feeling right now, your actions, your reactions, how you look, how you eat. If you believe that this is just who you are and you might as well sit with this training is not for you. And then finally, if you get upset or offended when someone gives you all of this free, impactful information and then offers you a solution at the end, then this isn't for you either. All right, so I want to encourage you to stay to the end of this webinar, this training, this masterclass, because I have 2 fun rewards for you if you hang out with me until the end. So bonus number 1 is you are going to get 3 30-minute private wellness sessions with me. And bonus number 2 would be getting weekly personal accountability texts from me for 6 weeks. So during those 6 weeks leading up till 2020, so that you wake up 1/1/2020 feeling fierce and fabulous. All right. So if you hang out to the end, those offers will be shared with you. All right, guys. So eating like a boss has truly changed my life. I don't spend hours in my to wear. I know what fits. I know that I don't have to, I don't look at old clothes with shame. I know that I can grab jeans and a t-shirt and run, or in the summer, shorts and a tank top and run. So I don't spend hours in the closet, or even, nobody truly spends hours in the closet, but 40 minutes in the closet, digging through clothes. I'm pretty confident in what I can wear. I actually am a smaller size than I was in college. So that's reassuring that eating like a boss has really helped me maintain that. I also am not starting a new diet every Monday. Gone are the days where I used to, start something, a new program on a Monday, be over it by a Wednesday, and then just kind of give up and just eat whatever I want all weekend and then feel like I have to start over again on Monday, right? Are you with me? Have you been there? I don't do that anymore, okay? Sure, I might have like a really fresh and invigorated perspective on a Monday and, that motivation to eat even cleaner than I did before, but I am not binging all weekend and I'm not starting a new diet on a Monday either. And I also never get the scaries when I show up to an event. I never feel like I have to eat something there, or I never feel like I'm worried about what I should be eating at an event. I feel like I already now have the tools that when I show up to any party, any event, any situation, I already have the tools to know whether or not I'm going to eat it. I don't wallow over it. I don't feel like I have to. I don't feel like I'm not allowed to. So I have acquired these boss-like tools, this like Jedi mindset to just know. So, and that's what I want for you as well. I don't want you guys stressing over what to eat anymore. Okay. All right, so just a quick story about me, which you may or may not know. I'm just kind of giving you guys like a quick background in case you're like, who the heck is this girl? So I was always very naturally healthy. I started getting into like the books and the videos. I was just always had a passion for it. So even in the 80s, there was like Get in Shape Girl. I did it all. I was really, really interested in eating healthy and exercising. And then I would say, maybe like around like the college years, I started worrying about what everybody else was doing. Well, how often are they working out and what are they eating? And just, what plan is that? And then like a new diet or a new trend would come out and I would think, oh my goodness, should I be doing that? Like I was doing my own thing, but maybe I need to like buy that book or get that DVD. And I started really doubting myself and I started feeling more worrisome and fearful if what I was doing was right when I already had the results doing doing what felt good and natural to me. And that kind of took me down the road of yo-yoing, right? I was trying all the diets and then, eating for too many days unhealthfully, probably drinking too much beer and eating too much pizza in college. So I really lost that vibe. I really lost my groove, and I really credit it to worrying about what was the right solution, what was the right thing to do, what was everybody else doing. Everybody else is ordering this big huge plate of sushi and eating the whole thing, so I should too. Everybody else is ordering 3 drinks, so I should too. So then I finally got my groove back when I actually did follow a method of eating for 30 days. I followed the whole 30, and this is what I needed to really help ground me and figure out the foundation of what works for me and what doesn't. So this whole training is not about the whole 30 at all, but it really did set the tone for me to know what works for me and what doesn't. So I learned so much about my eating habits. That's really what happened by following this method of eating. I realized that I was reaching for certain things at certain times of the day with certain emotions, filling the void on certain times of day. And this was the key, guys. When I figured out my eating habits, that's when everything changed for me. So I had been working full-time corporate my entire career, and I decided, you know what? I have my groove. I've got my groove back. I know what works and what doesn't work. It is about nutrition, but it's really also about being mindful of when, how, and why you're eating. And that's why I am sharing this information with you guys. I was certified through Duke. So Duke Integrative Medicine has an integrative health and wellness program. I did the certification through them. I was also certified through Fit for Mom in several different fitness classes, but there was also like a health coaching component to that. So here I am for you, and I want to share that same magic. All right, so I really became obsessed with this in a healthy way. I figured it out, right? It was a eureka moment. Things were working for me. Things were working for my clients, both individually and in my classes, because I really wanted to know what worked. I continue this hunt for anything in eating functional nutrition because it helps us live happier lives. It's getting to the point of knowing, hey, I know what works and what doesn't work, so I can forget all of these shiny objects that are being sent to me, on Facebook or Instagram or late night infomercials. I already had my solution, and I didn't have to worry about anything else. So that's why we're here. So fast forward to today, like I mentioned, I am wearing a smaller size than I did in college, and that is not based on any sort of like detox. This is because I've really found my way in functional nutrition and my eating habits. I also eat and drink for how I want to feel. So I don't binge drink because everybody else is. I mean, there are times to celebrate, right? But I feel like before I felt like I always had to, and I'm much more in control about what I want to eat and drink based on how I want to feel that night and the next day. And that is positive and productive. Those are my 2 main things. And I also live my life with the intention of love. I don't have worry or fear over what to eat, how much, when to eat it. So things are going good. So there you have it, really just like a quick backstory of me. My life totally changed by really honing in on my eating habits, realizing how I was eating and why I was eating. And even while being crazy busy, working full time, and we all know that 9 to 5 is more than 9 to 5, right? So working like 8:30 to 6 plus nights and weekends, I was really able to create the life that I wanted. So trust me, you can do this too. And you guys, I am not a celebrity coming in and trying to, teach you something that I'm getting paid to teach you for, right? This is just something that a normal, busy mom has gotten to work for her, all right? So even though I might be more like certified than you, I still have to eat, guys. I am still tempted by these foods and the choice of whether to eat healthy or unhealthy every day. So here's a few things to keep in mind as we go through this training today. Whatever it is that we are talking about, make sure that you get out of your own way. A lot of times we have these excuses where we say, that won't work for me, I'm not like that. And sometimes they're obstacle thoughts and limiting beliefs that we just need to bust through. So move yourself out of your own way if you're starting to have those thoughts. It's about taking action too, guys. One step, couple steps every day, every week, baby steps. It's not, giving up 7 food groups tomorrow. It's taking the baby steps to get you where you want to go. And then also, perfection is your enemy. So develop these boss-like habits, right? Just smart, confident, and consistent. It's not worrisome. It's not going back to your office and thinking, oh my gosh, did I make the right choice? It's really just being smart, confident, and consistent with your choices. So keep that in mind today. All right, guys. So here we go. So we are going to take this through those 5 steps. So I mentioned the 5 secret eating habits for busy high achievers who want less bullshit and more results, right? So here we go. Let's get into it. Number 1, when you eat like a boss, you know what you want. So boss-like eaters, they know what they want. So before even starting to consider their eating habits or what they're eating, they have a vision. All right. Number 2, when you eat like a boss, one of the secrets is that they don't let their minds tell them what to do. They don't let their brains trick them into eating something or doing something that they truly don't want to do. Number 3, bosses know their boundaries. All right. So they know that there are certain foods or drinks that can take them off the rails. And they know when they need to kind of hone in and reduce what that is, eat them less often, or just have some guardrails around those foods and drinks. Number 4, bosses, when it comes to eating, they choose intuition over fear, meaning they're not grabbing certain foods or drinks out of fear. They're not drinking just because they're nervous. They're not eating just because they're stressed. They use their intuition to know when they're hungry and when it's time to be nourished rather than fear. All right. And then finally, number 5, bosses, when it comes to eating, are purposeful. So they eat with intention. It's not just kind of eating because they're busy and they just got home, or, they are out of their normal routine. They eat with intention. So those are the 5 secrets, but we obviously need to get into each of them. And actually, guys, just so you know, I have 2 more bonus secrets. I think I mentioned earlier, I had this eating habits mastery program, and there are 2 bonus eating secrets for Eat Like a Boss in that program. But we're going to work on these 5 today. All right, guys. So number 1, bosses, if you want to eat like a boss, so they know what they want. So sometimes we can say, I want to eat healthier. I want to eat healthier more consistently. Maybe it's a certain method of eating that you're interested in doing, but you don't have a vision tied to it. You don't have a why. You don't have a what and a why. So if you want to eat like a boss, this is all about picturing yourself 3 to 5 years from now and knowing exactly what it is that you want. And I know it can be, you've probably heard something like this before, right? Like, picture yourself doing this, but it's actually taking the time to go through workbooks, which I do have in this Eating Habits Mastery course, to actually complete the work, do the work, and draw a picture, write down words, write down your goals so that you are crystal clear, so that when it comes to that party that has all the junk food and all the free booze, all November and December long, you're ready. You're not scared. You know what works for you, and you're not going to be pressured into eating or drinking something or more than something than you want. All right. So step 2, the other things that bosses do when it comes to eating, so eat like a boss, right? So this is people who really know what it takes to hone in on their eating habits and what they're eating. They don't let their minds tell them what to do, right? If you think about it, maybe you were doing so well nutritionally. Maybe you were eating really clean, whatever clean means to you, and everything was going well, but then you accidentally ate something that was like off plan. And you thought, all right, well, you know what? F it. I'm going to eat this cookie. I'm going to make this pasta too. I might as well have 3 glasses glasses of wine. It's really the efforts, right? When you feel like you're doing well for a couple days and your mind says, you know what, this has been a little bit too strenuous. Let's end this. So bosses don't let that happen. All right. They don't allow like automated times during the day. If, oh, we always eat at this time, we always eat here, I automatically eat at this time. They don't do that. Again, they go by intuition and what works for them. And it might vary each day. And that's the beauty of it. They allow themselves to eat when they want to eat and they don't feel forced. They don't let their brain remind them of times that they ate that they are supposed to eat every single day at that time. Okay. All right. So secret number 3, bosses know their boundaries. All right. So if you want to eat like a boss, you know your boundaries. One second. Excuse me. So all right, I have, a certain food or drink that really sets me off the rails. And you know what? Maybe you're not even clear on what that is. You might not know until later. So that's the beauty of this too is, and again, going through this Eating Habits Mastery program, it has this whole workbook. Every module is dedicated, has a dedicated workbook that helps you uncover what those foods or drinks are that are your food with no breaks, your drink with no breaks, where you can't stop when you're eating them or you have to have it every single day. So true bosses know their boundaries. They are clear on what those foods and drinks are, and they have a clear plan when those things come up. All right, number 4, they choose intuition over fear. Now, think of all of the reasons that you eat when you're not hungry, right? There are so many. There's boredom, stress, anger, frustration, loneliness, sadness, tiredness, even joy. So when you eat like a boss, it's not eating out of any of those emotions. It's not thinking that food is going to pacify that emotion. Instead, they use their intuition. Instead, you know when you need to be nourished, you know when you are hungry, you know when it's been, an appropriate amount of time for you to eat again. And again, you're not worried about it. You're not depriving yourself if you feel like you want to eat a candy bar when you're stressed. You're just more intuitive, and you're making smart decisions. And again, you're doing this confidently and consistently. And that's the cue to eat like a boss. All right, guys. And number 5, the final secret here today to eat like a boss is to be purposeful. So it's eating with an intention. It's not eating to fill a void. Like, you're at your in-laws' house or you're in the car, you're traveling and you're just kind of eating to eat, right? When you eat like a boss, you have intention and purpose for when you are eating. And again, it's not this crazy disciplined methodology. It's just that and confidence to know that you're making smart decisions. So again, there's a couple extra bonus secrets in the program, but with the time we have today, we're just going to go through those. All right. So again, super quick recap. When this is to eat like a boss, you know what you want. You've got a vision. You're not letting your mind or your brain tell you what to do. You know your boundaries. You're choosing intuition over fear. And you are purposeful and you are eating with intention. Okay, so let's talk about why you showed up today, right? So maybe you're frustrated that your clothes are like fitting tighter or you're just always tired. It could be that you are so busy with work and family that you don't know how this like smart, consistent, confident eating habit thing fits in. Like, how does one even do this, right? Whether you're working full-time or part-time. And maybe you've heard all the buzz and the excitement around how others really are having success by transforming their eating habits and not following strict diets. Or perhaps you just kind of wanted to jump on here during your lunch hour and hang out with me. And that's fine too. All right, guys. So eating like a boss rocks, and it can totally transform your entire well-being and your life. So I believe that if you have been on this call up to this point, like you're ready to do it, right? You're ready to transform those eating habits. You understand what it takes. And I want you to know that this is something that you can get started with right now. I know maybe you've been taking notes or taking screenshots, but this could be something that you could dive deeper into and actually get even more help with rather than just like a quick Facebook Live, right? So, nothing here that I've shared with you guys today is theory or fluff that might work. This is exactly what I have done with my eating style. I think I have pretty awesome skin. You can let me know if you don't agree. I don't go up and down in sizes. I really do have a lot of energy. I live my life with love and positivity. I get asked how I do it all. I get asked, what diet I'm following. So this is stuff that actually works. Oh, and the answer to that is no diet at all. I'm pretty sure I have dark chocolate every single day of my life. Now, I have helped dozens of students to achieve, having confidence in themselves and a new love for food rather than hating food and being scared of it. And, it doesn't matter if you're new to this or if you've tried a million things and nothing works, or you are a busy mom with kids and you're filled with activities, or you're full-time working and traveling. All right. It's all about baby steps and taking action. And it's about taking action right now. So some of the benefits of eating like a boss: you're confident in making all of your food decisions. You'll start making healthy food and drink choices more naturally. All right. It's not a battle anymore because you've honed in on your specific eating habits. And that's the key here, guys, with eating habits. We are all so different. You might have some crazy eating habit that somebody else doesn't have, and they might have something crazy that you don't have, right? Whether one person might be hiding in the pantry eating the leftover Halloween candy, somebody else has to eat an entire bag of chips every night while watching Netflix. Everybody has different eating habits. So with this confidence and consistency, you're going to start to de-bloat and re-energize. And this is going to allow you to do more of the things that you love. And then finally, you'll be able to get on with your life. Oh my gosh, think of all of the hours and days and years that you have spent obsessing and stressing over what you should eat. Get on with it. Figure out your eating style. Figure out what those eating habits are that are getting in your way. Create your plan and move on. Focus on things that are more important in your life, like your family, your friends, right? Or even, spending more time on things that you love, whether it's writing or painting. There's so many things, guys, all right? So if there's one thing to take away, so I feel that I have literally cracked the code and hacked this eating habit transformation process. All right. And this is in order to show anyone how to consistently and confidently identify the eating habits first and overcome those eating habits that are getting in the way of what you want so that you can achieve those health goals and get on with your thriving, vibrant life. All right. So it's literally changed my world and the world of my students and clients. It is a very replicable system, meaning that the way that I teach it to you and for you to take it on, you can do it in your own way. It's very easy to follow and create your own, especially because every module has a different workbook. You're going to de-bloat, you're going to re-energize and become radically more positive and productive doing this. So you're going to transform yourself into a total eating habits boss. All right. Because remember, the best bosses are smart, confident, and consistent with their choices. All right, guys. So the obvious question now is, how can you apply the system to leverage the power of de-bloating and re-energizing and happifying your health by mastering your eating habits, right? So you have a choice. You can either do it the slow way through trial and error, right? Taking some of the things I've given you today. Maybe you've, taken some notes on the things and on the webinar tomorrow, taking some screenshots on some of the things that I've talked about and kind of do your own work on the side. Or you can do it quickly, guys. And you can do this using my Eating Habits Mastery Program, all right? The next round of this 6-week mastery program starts Monday, November 18th, and it's coincidentally perfectly timed with the 6 weeks that are left in this year before the new decade. This is the countdown to a new decade edition of the Eating Habits Mastery Program. All right. It's a complete step-by-step system for consistently and confidently identifying and overcoming the eating habits sabotaging your health goals so you can just get on with your thriving, vibrant life. All right. It is designed to take you by the hand to eat healthfully, naturally, so you can de-bloat, re-energize, and up-level your positivity and productivity in your life. No missing steps, no confusion. All right. It's the quickest and most effective way to get from point A, where you are now, and point B, where you want to go. Because if you've been listening and following my content for a while, you know that I believe, yes, what you eat is very, very important. But if somebody were to give you the perfect meal plan, for some reason, you're not going to stick to it. Things get in the way. What gets in the way? Your eating habits, your emotions, your mind, your brain. And that's what the Eating Habits Mastery Program is all about. It's uncovering those. So it is a 6-module training program. All right. It walks you through these steps that we discussed today, plus more. And what comes with it, I've put so much heart and soul and so much work into this. It comes with life-altering workbook. So every single module gets its own workbook. And I also provide live coaching once a week for you to ask any questions and work through any of these processes. So everything you need to succeed. You have 24/7 instant and lifetime access, including all of the updates to this program, literally step by step. Nothing is left out. And there's also a growing community of smart and savvy, busy high achievers who want to win at work or momming and wellness, just like you. All right. They are going to support and encourage you along the way. So imagine feeling trim and confident and energized, or wearing whatever you want and not spending, 40 minutes trying to figure out what to wear. Choosing healthy options naturally, not feeling like it's a chore, not feeling like you're depriving yourself. Focusing on more important things other than food, right? So introducing the Eating Habits Mastery Program. All you have to do is follow the steps, do the work, fill out the workbook, join the live training calls, participate in the community, guys. And this is what you are going to need to finally figure out what eating habits are holding you back from what you want. All right. So again, you have 6 modules in this program. There's the deep vision work and the value assessment. There's your auto eating hours, food with no breaks, the emotional eating component, filling the void, and your future focus. So those are the 6 modules. I mean, we talked about 5 today, and coming in the program are some bonus ones that are a secret right now. But if you join the program, you'll see what those are. All right. So when it comes down to the investment, right, for how much the Eating Habits Mastery Program is, you could hire a nutritionist for maybe $250 for your first consultation. You could hire a dietitian, and these people are going to be telling you what to eat. You don't like what they tell you to eat, right? You could, if we're talking about overall health and well-being, there's like fitness studios that you might want to spend money on. So there's so many things for you to try to get your house in order when it comes to what to eat. So my one-on-one coaching, for example, 12 sessions is $797. But this is something that is much more tangible for you to do on your own, in addition to my live coaching program. So this Eating Habits Mastery Program is not $797. And it's actually not even $497. So with this special edition, this countdown to a new decade edition, which is just the 6 weeks leading up to the end of the year, it's not a 12-week program like the most recent round that we did. It is just $197. Guys, that is it for the 6-week program. 6 plus 2 bonus modules, live coaching once a week. And since you've been watching this to the end, you can qualify for these 2 bonuses too. All right. So I talked about the 2 bonuses. So we have the 3 30-minute private coaching sessions. So if you sign up today on this call, you know what? I'm going to extend it. So typically I would say within the next like 10 minutes here. But let's say if you sign up by midnight tonight for the Eating Habits Mastery program, then you will get these 30-minute private sessions with me, and you will get 6 weekly texts during the 6 weeks of the program, accountability texts. That is not something I ever do during this program. I'll email once a week to say, hey, this thing's up live, but I'm not texting people to check in on it. So if you sign up today, what is today, Wednesday, then you get both bonuses, the 30-minute private sessions with me, and you get 6 weekly texts during the 6 weeks leading up to 2020. So I thought that was a fun bonus to add. There's also a 100% money back guarantee. You have to show me that you've been doing the work and not just forgot about the program. And that's a bonus too. And my clients have had awesome success just becoming more mindful of their eating habits, right? So I had posted recently on Instagram and Facebook that Lauren, one of my clients, she has lost 50 pounds. She's back to her pre-baby weight. And now that she's eating more healthfully and she's much more conscious of, her eating habits at night and during the day at work, she has much more energy. She's running like crazy. She's feeling great. So there's others that have had success like this, guys. And I really want you guys to have the success as well. So I would love to answer any questions that you guys have. Again, with the Eating Habits Mastery program, you get these 6 modules, plus 2 bonus modules. And if you sign up, the investment is only $197. Think it's not $797, not $497. It's $197. And if you sign up today, you'll get those 2 additional bonuses. And this starts Monday, guys. This starts Monday the 18th. You get 1 module a week. You have access to all of it, but I help you with the flow to say this week, focus on this module. Week 2, focus on module 2. So I'm encouraging you and reminding you, it is not a set it and forget it. So yeah, that's kind of the spiel here, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. I can post, I'll do a follow-up post in this Facebook group to let you know what website you can go to get it. But you'll get those 6 modules plus 2 bonus modules. If you sign up today, you'll get 3 30-minute private sessions with me. You'll also get weekly texts during the 6 weeks of the program, accountability and encouragement check-ins. There's live coaching calls in our Facebook group. I might move those over to Zoom, but we'll see. And it's just $197. And if you'll get those bonuses if you sign up today. So if you have any questions, of course, let me know. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And I also hope that the 5 secrets that we discussed earlier in the program are helpful for you. So even if you don't do the Eating Habits Mastery program, guys, I hope that it's helpful for you to get more clear on the eating habits you have, that you're ready to just transform, right? Move on with your life, hone in on that eating habit. If there's any one of those secrets today, those boss eating secrets that I shared with you that really resonated with you, maybe it's an emotional eating habit, maybe it's not having a vision, maybe it's, not having set boundaries, go ahead and take what you've learned today and run with it. See what happens. But if you feel like you need a little bit more structure and guidance, that is what the Eating Habits Mastery program is for. And I am here to help you do that. All right, guys, have an awesome rest of your day. And I have another webinar where I'm going to show you tomorrow at noon. And if you received my email this morning, I had the link to sign up for the webinar that shows the slides. That's tomorrow. All right, guys, have a groovy day. Bye.